So this is the last week of Leaves of Learning in Tedman School of Music, and all the Leaves of Learning pieces are coming along very well. They're all on time. They're all up to pace. I was a little bit worried about Griffin's piece because his piece actually exploded in the kiln, so that was unfortunate. But he's a very creative boy, and he figured out a way to work with it very well. And so I was really inspired by just his positivity. And with Tedman School of Music, their projects are moving much slower because they have much less time to work on them. While Leaves of Learning, they have about 2 hours or 3 hours each week to work on the projects. With Tedman School of Music, they only have a half hour every week. So it's like, that's not as good, you know. Some of the kids have a little bit longer times to work, but most of them are just a half hour. So it's really unfortunate because they can't complete as much. So they're only getting like a fourth as much of time or less that compared to Leaves of Learning. So I'm a little bit disappointed with Gracie's project and her class participation. She was doing a painting on the canvas using the words Jupiter, Monster, One Direction, or Fangirls, and Lisa Boys often lets her skip class because she is apparently in love and very interested in this boy who's like in a different class. And so I just think it's kind of ridiculous because Gracie's project hasn't turned out that great. I'm really like unsatisfied with her attempts at the work, and also with like the outcome of the project. She just hasn't participated or wanted to be doing it or very interested. And so, and Lisa just lets her go, and because Gracie said she's done with the project, but I really don't feel like she's done. I feel like there's more she could do, and I think she could enjoy it if she tried. So, unfortunately, you know, Gracie didn't attend the last day or two of class, which was sad, you know, because she could have done more. And I found images for each student relating to their artwork, artists who make work in a similar way that they do. With Gracie, she still wasn't very interested, and I found some really, really amazing paintings that I thought would just, you know, really inspire her to think about her piece a little bit differently. And she just kind of was like, oh, okay, you know. And it was really disappointing because I spent about 2 hours at least looking through like online trying to find all different images for the kids. And this is like totally separate of class time. And Noah really liked his images. He could relate to them, as well as Griffin. Images of clay temples and castles that are like deteriorating and have to do with plants and water. And Julia liked the images of sand castles and castles made from cardboard. She could really relate to those. Let's see. And with Griffin, he's having a little bit of difficulty with this project. He's, like I said, he's very creative, but his piece dried out and it burst in the kiln. So it's kind of really, you know, it's disappointing that happened, but he figured out a way to work with it very well. He did really good. And I had some problem solving to do with Ari and his paper mache piece, just helping it balance well because it was a snowman-like structure dealing with planets and gold hair and angry, and it was all standing on 2 legs. And with Julia's piece, it started to topple over, so it was just a challenge to put it all together. We had to put yardsticks glued to it to support it until the paper mache dried. So it was a bit of a challenge, but it all turned out very well. I think in general the projects are very successful, as well as with Tedman School of Music. Some of this project turned out really, really well, and they didn't even have as much time to work on them. So I was very happy with it. So thank you for this opportunity in participating in the Saturday art lessons and having the alternative experiences with Leaves of Learning and Tedman School of Music. I've really enjoyed it. So, thanks again. Bye!